And if you are a 1 minute man, it's okay. We are not judging you. There are tips for you to use so that you can last longer. The first tip is you can always make your woman calm before getting in. Like you if she allows you to use your finger, you can go down on her until she calms. You can also or let her touch you until you calm. That will reduce your chances of being a 1 minute man. Don't feel bad. Okay? Hey Watus, hope mko poa. When you see me here, you just know that it is FYI with Tata, a channel where we live, laugh, and love at the same time. Mko aje? Hope mko fiti na nimewahata. Well, what are the different forms of contraceptives? Do you know? Or which one have you used? I believe and I know there are so many different forms of contraception that exist. And they all react or behave differently with different women. Okay? Story time. Back in 2019, I went and nikaekwa coil because I wanted something long term as a form of family planning. Well, for all of you who are using coil, if it is working for you, kudos. But that is one thing that I will not use again. So in 2019, I think in October, nikeka coil, and I was all set because my daughter was around 2. Yeah, she was 2. She had just turned 2. So nikeka coil, and I knew I was good to go juu nilikuwa nimeka for 10 years. So nilikuwa najiambia after 5 years nitatoa. So fast forward in 2020, nikaanza kusikia nachukia harufu ya paprika, nachukia harufu ya indomie, nachukia harufu ya pilipili hoho, naanza kutapika tapika. But then again najiambia, how is this possible na niko na coil kwa mwili? My periods stopped being regular. Sikuwa nazipata regularly, and they had said is one of the side effects of a coil. So I was okay with it. So nikasema, what is this? Maybe it's okay. And then that man then nilikuwa nasikia hivyo, I spotted, nikaspot something like 2 days. So nikajiambia, I'm okay, maybe my periods zimeanza kukam. Fast forward, nikasikia the boobs are now becoming too painful. Oh, this is not normal. Let's test. And could test. I was there waiting. Oh God, please. I hope it is not. And I was confident. Oh, definitely it is not. I have a coil, and they have always said coil is 99% safe. To my shock or to my surprise, lines zikatokea isio. Biri. Tata Wanyure was pregnant with a coil. It was during COVID time, and I said, anyway, mwanoka ganadhani yake, and we carried on the journey. Nikaambia mwenye mimba, and he was okay, tutalea basi, no problem. And that was my story with my coil. My coil baby, my IUD baby will be turning 4 very soon. And I was like, okay, this is one thing that I will not use ever again. Because tell me how I trusted this thing that it will keep me safe for 5 years or 10 years, and it didn't work. So I went to see my gynae, and he said something like maybe it moved and all that, and it settled well with me, and the dad was also okay. So tukamwa, wacha tuweke mtoto mkuja na sahani yake. But my question is, how many women are there that wamepata mimba na coil? Mwingine anatumia pills bado amepata mimba, mwingine amedungwa shindano anapata mimba, mwingine ako na hizi implant na ako na mimba. What's your story with contraceptive? There are different forms of contraceptives, and each contraceptive reacts differently to a woman. So there is the pills which you're supposed to take every day. If you forget, you can get pregnant. Okay? There is Jadel, there is implant, there is shindano. This for 3 months, yeah. There is withdrawal. I don't know which one settles well with you, but for me, after that incident, I think I've been on withdrawal. or sometimes pills. Yeah. And so far, so good. I think so. So far, I pray so. Anyway, so what is your experience with the contraceptive? What is your experience? A friend of mine was using the implant. She gained weight. I know there are women who gain a lot of weight due to contraceptive. There are those who lose so much weight because of the contraceptives. I don't know. What's your story? But one of the very interesting form of contraception that I am using currently is the withdrawal. And I find it interesting because if you have a good partner or you have a man that understands how it goes, it tends to work perfectly. It tends to work perfectly. For withdrawal to work, perfectly, you as a man, you need to know how to hold the calm. Si ati unasikia kukam alafu unaiachilia tu huwa. You need to be skillful enough to know nikisikia kukam nafaa nichomoe and at what time. Usichomoe when it's already too late. So for any man to be able to hold the calm, they need to do Kegels. Kegels is not only for women. Kegels is also for men. Like when unasikia kupi, you hold kidogo. Ukienda kupi, you hold kidogo. This helps you to gain the skill of holding the calm. Okay? You need to be very fast. Ukisikia ndo hiyo unachomoa very fast. Don't just be there and unangoja ati ngoja. Then saa ile inachomoka ndio uko hapo. By the time unachomoa drops zishamwagika. And you know, one thing about sperms, they swim very fast. Zinasonga kusonga. And no matter how much you clean in there, kama imesonga imeenda straight. So, withdrawal, I find it very interesting, and I believe for you to be able to do withdrawal, both of you need to cooperate. And one of the very interesting thing about withdrawal for men, this is a tip for you men. If you do a withdrawal successfully, don't go a second round without cleaning up, because there is some semen zenye zimebaki hapo kwa penis, either kwa hiyo pipe yenye inabeba sperms ama tu hapo kwa tip. So if you think you can withdraw and just go back, you'll make that woman pregnant. You need to clean up, uende upanguze ama washing before going back. Okay? Another thing about withdrawal, you need not to be a 1-minute man, because it's going to mess you up. And if you are a 1-minute man, it's okay, we are not judging you. There are tips for you to use so that you can last longer. The first tip is you can always make your woman come before getting in. Like if she allows you to use your finger, you can finger fuck her. You can go down on her until she comes. You can also or let her touch you until you come. That will reduce your chances of being a 1-minute man. Don't feel bad. Okay? Before you decide what form of contraceptive you want to use, ensure you visit your gyna or you go to a hospital so that they can advise you according to your weight, according to your pressure. Go to the hospital, they do all the tests so that the doctor can advise you which is the best contraceptive that you can use. Some of women unaenda unapata umedungwa shindano na uko na high blood pressure, inaendelea kushoot. Wengine unapata uko overweight, unadungwa shindano, weight yako inaendelea kuincrease. Wengine unapata uko underweight, unadungwa shindano ama unaweka no plant, ina kureduce weight kabisa. So before you make that decision of I want kwenda kudungwa shindano, I want kutumia pills, I want to ensure you visit a gynecologist or you go to a hospital where they do family planning. They do all the tests for you so that you will not have any problem. Because imagine umedungwa shindano ya 3 months na uko na pressure. So pressure yako ipande more. What are you going to do for the 3 months? Because you have to wait until the 3 months zishe. So ensure you do the test so that they can advise you which is the best one that you can use to avoid all these complications. And if contraceptives are affecting you, men, there is an option of vasectomy, which I know is very hard for men. But these days, most men are embracing vasectomy. Most men who understand what are the consequences of family planning to their partners, and they know they cannot withdraw, and they know they are not good at withdrawals, they are going for vasectomy. It's not a bad thing. It's not. Honestly, it's not. If you find this video interesting or you have learned something, ensure to like, comment, share, tag your friends along, let them come and watch and learn like you have learned. Until the next one, adios.